Zendaya, I need to issue a formal apology because I was not familiar with your game. Not only is Challengers easily the sexiest movie of the year, they somehow found a way to make tennis sexy. And all jokes aside, this movie is so much more than that. Director Luca Guadagnino delivers us one of the most intoxicating and thrilling love triangles ever put to film. Like, there was several instances when I had to lean back like, God damn, what am I watching? And then I immediately had to have that LIS, locked in syndrome, and I immediately leaned back in. I really just could not keep my eyes off the screen. And that's a testament to every single person on this production. What might look like just a tennis movie on the surface is so much more than that beneath the surface. And I love how thematically the game of tennis plays perfectly into this love triangle between Zendaya's Tashi, Mike Fight's Art, and Josh O'Connor's Patrick. But genuinely, this is Zendaya like you've never seen her before. I was so impressed with her damn performance because she's essentially a villain in this film, which is extremely different than anything I've ever seen her in. But she has this commanding and ferocious nature to her that made you have to keep your eyeballs on her at all times. I think it's some of the most compelling stuff that Zendaya has ever done. Like, there's gonna be moments where you're rooting for her, but you're also like, damn, should I be rooting for her? Josh O'Connor being the real standout. I just love the cocky, arrogant, charismatic performance that he gave. And Mike Fice was pretty damn good in his own right too. Best thing I could say is it didn't feel like I was watching them act. They felt like real people. Another one of the great standouts about this movie is the editing. It really keeps you engaged throughout. I think that's important because the story is told from two different timelines. I'm usually always skeptical about the way the actual sport looks in a film, but I've come to get over that. Here, I think it's used extremely effectively. We even get shots where we're the ball ourselves, so we're getting smacked back and forth, hearing the grunts and I'm really curious to see how people who actually play tennis view the way that they portray tennis in this movie, because to me, the way that they showed tennis looked like it was really super intense. The sweat dripping down the actor's face, the sound of the squeaking of the court, they really did a good job of making it look intense and sexy. And I thought thematically, the way the conversations and arguments are played well into the way the tennis is like the ball is in your court now. We get rallying conversations and arguments. I thought that was clever. All in all, at the core of Challengers is a story about relationships that are built on the foundation of a sport and what happens when those foundations begin to crumble for one side while one side is still obsessed with it. It leads to a lot of hot-boiled, tension-filled, thrilling moments. And it's wrapped together beautifully in Reznor and Ross's score, who, by the way, scored TMNT Mutant Mayhem. This one in particular has been on loop ever since I finished watching the movie. When I tell you that the last 10-15 minutes of this movie had me enthralled, I was on the edge of my seat gripping my chair like, damn. Is that really about to happen? Is it really bad? Like, bro, you just gotta watch the movie for yourself. And honestly, I'm shocked at how much I thoroughly enjoyed this film. I ended up giving Challengers 4.5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. Make sure to follow me on Letterboxd to keep up with everything that I'm watching and all my in-depth reviews. But let me know, you're gonna be checking out Challengers this weekend? Drop a comment down below, and as always, like and follow FOMO.